So hi all, welcome back to Ego, the skill provider. In this particular video lesson, we are going to learn vocabulary. I'm going to teach you some extra vocabulary that is going to help you to improve your communication skill. You know, we have something called speaking pyramid, and that is the foundation. If you want to learn something, if you don't know something called this is speaking pyramid, you cannot speak English. So for speaking English, what you need something called that this is something called structure, collocation, and this is something called vocabulary. Okay, and I'm going to teach you some new vocabulary. Okay, so vocabulary is very important because without vocabulary you cannot speak English. In fact, nobody can speak English. I know a little bit vocabulary, that's why I'm able to speak. Exactly same for others. If you know vocabulary, you can speak a lot. If you don't know vocabulary, you cannot speak, right? So what is vocabulary? Each word you learn, that's a vocab. Suppose I say, I am a boy. I is a vocab. Am is a vocab. A is a vocab. Boy is a vocab. So everything, each small constituent of a sentence is called a vocab or vocabulary. Okay, so I'm going to teach you something called vocabulary. So vocabulary of many types. You can learn a single word, you can learn a group of words. So I'm going to teach you something, a group of words. Group of words is very important because using this group of words, you can easily speak English. And each group of words basically refer a particular situation. ମୁଁ जो ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड देबी आपण सेटा होची रेडीमेड जिंस जदि मु इंडिविजुअल वर्ड आपनको दउची व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपन आपण प्रत्येक वर्ड नै की ताको जॉइन करिकि इंग्लिश कहया पे पड़िबो जदि मु गोटे वर्ड दे दउची आपण ए वर्ड ता आपण लगै देबे यू कैन इजीली यूज इट एंड बिकॉज़ इट हैज अ मीनिंग एंड यू कैन यूज इट तो सेति पई इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो लेसन आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू समथिंग कॉल्ड ए ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स इज कॉल्ड vocab. So what is that? I'm going to teach you something called idiom. Idiom is a part of vocabulary. Idioms are fixed combination of words whose meaning is often difficult to guess from the meaning of each individual words. Suppose मैं गोटे example दूची, I am on cloud 9. आपण देखुछंती on cloud 9 is an idiom. ता माने टा कोन? जदि आपण देखिबे जे on रो माने कोन ऊपरे it is it's on my I can say it's on my head like that I'm going to right. And cloud janchonti cloud is essential for rain. 9 it's a number so apan kichi guess kari paribeni. So on cloud 9 mane be happy, you are happy. Suppose your son got a first class or you get a job or you got a job, you can say I am on cloud 9. That means you are super happy and excited. Suppose your father is coming from Delhi today. You can say, I'm on cloud 9. That means you are happy. On cloud 9 means you are very much happy, very, very happy. Okay. So on cloud 9 means on cloud 9. On cloud 9 means very happy. Okay. So this is something called very happy. So like that. तो आपण मते पचारिबे सर एक्चुअली आमे कोन पय एडा मन रखिबा आमे तो हैप्पी जानि छंती वेरी हैप्पी जानि मु लगै परिबी व्हाई शुड आई यूज समथिंग कॉल्ड ऑन क्लाउड 9 बिकॉज़ इट्स एन इडियम एंड people like you and me are very we are very much happy with using these small words. But if you want to really improve your communication skill, you are supposed to know a lot of idioms. Idioms are a part of a vocabulary building up series. So आपण जितले vocabulary टा बिल्डिंग अप करिवे केवल idiom केवल इंडिविजुअल वर्ड पढिबेनी आपण को इंडिविजुअल वर्ड सहित idioms पढिबार अछि binomials पढिबार अछि there are a lot of things are there I'm going to teach you. So don't worry, today I'm going to teach you something called idiom. Okay, idiom based on situation of job or business. गोटे बिजनेस आपण करूछंती किबा आपण गोटे जॉब करूछंती because so many jobs are available in the market. you are an engineer, you are a doctor, you are a student, or you can say you are a housewife. That is your profession. And job, suppose you have been observed as a bank manager, you are a clerk, you are a driver, like so many jobs are available. And you are doing a lot of businesses there, software businesses there. Even suppose you have a shop owner, like you have a small time business. Look, ego, the skill provider, is also a kind of business. Okay. So what I mean to say, idiom based on situation of the job or business. Business house job रे को सिचुएशन आसे अनेक गुडे सिचुएशन आसे समय पहले आपण देखंती आपण को आज बहुत कष्ट होची माने जॉब रे तो आपण ताकू किम एक्सप्रेस करिवे इंग्लिश सपोज आपण को कंपनी रो बाहर कर दिया जाउची तो आपण ताकू किम एक्सप्रेस करिवे आपण को आज गोटे मोटा अंकर दरमा मिलुची तो ताकू किम एक्सप्रेस करिवे धरंतु आपण गोटे बिजनेस करूछंती आ बिजनेस रे आपनकर लॉस होउची आपण भाबुछंती मु बंद कर देकी पळै जिवि तो ताकू किम एक्सप्रेस करिवे so there are so many situations are there and based on that we have also some idioms so idioms saito ko situation achi taku jodi mu kahi debi it is easy for you to speak english so we are going to learn 10 idioms I am going to give you 10 idioms based on situation of job or business situation ba job situation kon achi ta upare aji ame alochona korchunti and this is my part 1 a cushy number what do you mean by a cushy number a job that is easy stress free and typically well paid आपण एमती गोटे जॉब करूछंती जो जॉब टा बहुत इजी and stress नथिवो सेइथरे you are completely stress free and typically well paid आपण को बहुत मोटा अंकर दरमा मिलुची there are so many jobs are there also you can say like that is a cushy number so that particular job is called a cushy number suppose मो गोटे जॉब एक्सप्लेन कली लाइक मो साउथ अरेबिया रे अछि मते एतिक टंका मिलुची मते एमती करिया पे काम पडुची आई एम ए कैब हैज बीन प्रोवाइडेड टू मी तो आपण कोन कहबे वाओ इट्स अ वेरी गुड जॉब सर स्ट्रेस फ्री जॉब आपण बहुत दराम पे होछंती तो सेही पर्टिकुलर जॉब टाकू आपण इंग्लिश रे कोन कहबे ए कस्सी नंबर योर जॉब साउंड्स लाइक ए कस्सी नंबर माय फादर jobs is just like a cushy number CUSHY NUMBR cushy number means a job that is easy stress free and something called you are well paid so this is my first idiom a cushy number means a job that is very easy to perform and something called stress free सेथरे आपन किछि करिया पे पड़नी माने आराम से बिंदास रे काम करछंती आ बहुत मोटा अंकर दरमा मिलुची all the software firms jobs suppose you are a manager in a software firm you can say oh a job is just like a cushy number suppose आपण को भितर हम बाबा मानकर रेलवे जॉब करछन्ते डीजीएम अछन्ती एजीएम अछन्ती you can say my father's job is just like a cushy number means it is a very easy job it is well paid and sometimes you know it is stress free you are simply enjoying your life in that job so that is called a cushy number okay the first one is called cushy number the second is called at the top of the ladder means in the highest or most important position in an organization रो highest job ता माने जे टॉप मोस्ट रे बसे हमें ताकू कोन कहबा at the top of the ladder Sundar Pichai is at the top of the ladder of alphabet industries. Alphabet जोटा बे Google अछि सेटा alphabet हे जेछि आपण जानिथिबे बा Google CEO होछंती Sundar Pichai. So you can say Sundar Pichai is at top of the ladder means he is something called the highest or the most important position. He holds the most important position in an organization. But organization रे जदि आपण top most रे अछंती so that is called I am at the top of the ladder suppose mo company re I am the highest person I can say I am at the top of the ladder in ego so suppose apan gote job करूछंती जो job रे apan पूरा highest position रे अछंती you can say or I can say my father is at the top of the ladder means apan जो organization रे काम करूछंती you are in the highest position okay the third thing is called track record. What do you mean by track record? Just take it out. Something called track record. What do you mean by track record? Track record is something past performance, achievement or failure of somebody. आपण गोटे ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड फॉर आमे गोटे नबा जो गोटे वर्ष रे आपनकर सपोज आपन गोटे जॉब बिजनेस करछन बिजनेस रे मते आपन रखिछन आई एम योर सीईओ सपोज जय सर को गोटे बड़ बिजनेस अछि ए बिलोंग्स टू पारादीप तो पारादीप रे ताकर गोटे सी लाइक नो एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट बिजनेस अछि तो सेइथरे मते सीईओ रखिछन चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर तो मु डे टू डे लाइफ रे ताकर जहा होची मु सब बुझुची तो ऑब्वियसली मु केते टंका माने इनकम करूची कंपनी पई केते एक्सपेंडिचर होची केते न एम्प्लॉय काम करि परुची बि केते बड़ होची केते कम होची ए सब रो माने हिसाब किताब सारंग पाखरे अछि सो दैट इज कॉल्ड माय ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड सो द पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस achievement failure of somebody is called track record his track record as a manager is excellent suppose I am a manager in a company I can say or some other guys can say that my track record as a manager is excellent suppose my track record as a mentor is good or better or you can say best it depends upon you so it is something called the past performance sometimes we have achievement we have sometimes called failure okay so this is the let me complete everything then I'll take your question a golden handshake is quite interesting right a golden handshake the golden handshake केतल करा जाय for example आपण गोटे जॉब रे अछंती आपण जो जॉब रे अछंती तो ऑब्वियसली से जॉब टा आपण वर्षे दि वर्ष काम कले जेतल आपण आसुछंती हेरी जॉब रु जेतल पळे आछंती तो सेई समय रे कंपनी आपण को किछि पेमेंट दोछि कोन पई ना आपण बहुत भलो काम कले आपण पैसा नै कि जान आमे सेटा कहबा पीएफ ग्रेट्युटी बाय लॉट ऑफ एनी फॉर्म्स सो से जो जिंसटा को से मोटा अंकटा को कोन कहआ जाय गोल्डन हैंडशेक देखिथिबे जेते सब गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय अछंती जेतले से माने रिटायर्ड होंती तो से समय गोटे मोटा अंक रो पैसा मिले 25 लाख 30 लाख आपण जानिथिबे जदी मो बाबा थिले इन गवर्नमेंट जॉब आई नो he was getting a lot of money so exactly those who are in that particular job government job by even private job also माने हाई फाई रैंक रे थिबे तो जेतले से माने कंपनी रो बाहरिबे तो सेही समय तांकु जे कंपनी मोटा अंक दिए से मोटा अंकटा को कोन कहै गोल्डन हैंडशेक it is a large payment made to employees when they leave their job for good service so why they have been paid because of good service the service was good so that's why they have been paid जदि आपण भलो सर्विस कर नथांते आपण रही पार नथांते you could not be in that position since you are there a golden handshake or you can say Peter is going to job with a golden handshake so आपण मते कहबे sir you are working with Byju's learning app so you must have you know I mean leave that Byju's learning app with a golden handshake means company must have paid you paid you means large amount so you can say my father was working in the government department a government of Odisha like he left his job last year with a golden handshake man it's not about handshake it's not about handshake this is called handshake golden handshake a golden handshake means a large amount of money is paid to you that is called a golden handshake right so the fifth one is called do a rowing trade what is do a rowing trade sell a lot of goods very quickly जदि आपण अल्प समय मध्यरे बहुत जिंस बिक्री हे जाउची ताले आपण कोन कहबे वाओ आई एम डूइंग ए रोइंग ट्रेड सो जस्ट टेक द एग्जांपल इट इज अ हॉट सनी डे खरा दिन होईची सो द आइसक्रीम सेलर्स आर डूइंग ए रोइंग ट्रेड सो ऑब्वियसली अधिक आइसक्रीम बिक्री हबो आपण जानि छंती एबे जेंती आपण देखुतिए मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यू कैन फाइंड टी स्टॉल्स यू कैन से since winter has set in and the temperature dips to an uncomfortable level all the tea sellers in our town doing a rowing trade do a rowing trade or doing a rowing trade depending upon the tense and time so doing a rowing trade means you are selling a lot of things within short span of time suppose आपण जो बिजनेस करूछंती आपण जानछंती खरा दिने प्रचुर परिमाण रे लस्सी बिक्री हुए so suppose आपण गोटे लस्सी स्टॉल अछि मो पचारि सर हाउ इज द थिंग्स गोइंग ऑन एट योर लस्सी स्टॉल यस सर I am doing a rowing trade. What do you mean by that? खूब अल्प समय मध्यरे you are selling a lot of things. That is something called a rowing trade. Okay. Sixth is called go bust. A company that is forced to close its operation because it's financially unsuccessful. आपण देखिथिबे किछि किछि कंपनी पूरा आपण भी कोंतु सपोज आपण गोटे बिजनेस करूथिले किंतु से बिजनेस चालुनी तो आपण बाध्य होउछिन बंद कर दे पई So you can say going bust or go bust depending on the situation. आपण देखुथिबे कोविड समय रे अनेक गुडे बिजनेस बंद हे गेला कोन पाई बिकॉज़ देयर इज नो पीपल 2-3 मास धरि शटडाउन रहिला लोक मार्केट आसिलेनी तले सब बिजनेस बंद हे गेला सो दैट इज कॉल्ड गो बस्ट many companies went bust during covid-19 period covid-19 period रे अनेक गुडे कंपनी बंद हे गेले गो बस्ट माने कंपनीज फोर्स टू क्लोज इट्स ऑपरेशन जेतोले आपण गोटे कंपनी करछंती आपण गोटे छोटो बिजनेस करछंती फॉरगेट अबाउट अ बिग कंपनी यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ बिजनेस सपोज आपण गोटे ग्रोसरी स्टॉल अछि किंतु आपण ताकू चलै पाइलेनी माने सेटा बंद करे पे बाध्य होले तेनु आपण को कहबे एक्चुअली नो लाइक माय this particular stall or shop went bust because I am not in a position to run the company. So go bust means a company that is forced to close its operation because it's financially unsuccessful. जेहेतु आपण financially देवालिया हे गले तो सेही समय रे आपण बाध्य होले बंद करिया पे that is something called go bust, right? Many companies went bust. My business went bust last year. I can say suppose मु गोटे बिजनेस करथिली जोटे कि मोर टोटल बंद हे गेला people are not coming I can say that my company went bust like that. Okay, let me take you the third part of the story today. Shut up the shop. Shut up shop. To close the business either temporarily or permanently due to some reasons. आपण एटे आपण फोर्स आपण निजे देखंतु आपण जेतेले कहउथिले गो बस्ट माने कंपनी टा बाध्य होला माने माने फोर्स हे गेला फोर्स हैला माने बाध्य करा गेला तुम क्लोज करो बोली क्लोज करिया पे आपण बाध्य होले किंतु एठी आपण बाध्य हो नांती से पेमेंट पे आपण को देह खराब माने कर हे गेला आपण बिजनेस करि पाइलेनी सो इन दैट पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन यू कैन से I am going to shut up shop. I am planning to shut up shop as business is not picking up. आपण तो लॉस रे चलीबेनी तो आपण भाबुछंती लाइक मो बिजनेस एठे होउनी तो बेटर काम करिया ए जगह छाड़ दे कि मो कटक पळै जी भुवनेश्वर रे बिजनेस होउनी हो तो भुवनेश्वर छाड़ दे कि कटक पळै दी सो यू कैन से द आज I am planning to shut up shop as business is not picking up in Bhubaneswar so I am planning to relocate myself at Cuttack तो एटे shut up shop माने आपण गोटे बिजनेस क्लोज करिया पे चाहुचंती विलिंगली एटा आपण फोर्स होनांती फोर्स माने गो बस्ट बट शट अप शॉप माने आपण सिचुएशन देखि चेष्टा करछन जे नो आई हैव टू क्लोज द ऑपरेशन द रैट रेस दैट इज हैपनिंग विथ एवरीबॉडी रैट रेस माने कोन ए वे ऑफ लाइफ इन मॉडर्न सोसाइटी इन व्हिच पीपल कम्पीट विथ ईच अदर फॉर मनी एंड पावर वेदर इट इज ए पॉलिटिक्स आपण गोटे कंपनी जॉब करछन देखले आपण जेते समस्त अछंती एम्प्लॉय तो आपण को भीतर कंपटीशन होची कि आर्थर बहुत पैसा पाइबो कि प्रमोशन पाइबो इवन आपण बिजनेस करछंती आपण को बिजनेस पई मते कंपटीशन चालुची आपण मनकर गोटे राजनीतिक दल रे अछंती मु मंत्री हेबी से काई मंत्री हला सो देयर इज ए फाइटिंग इन फाइटिंग इज गोइंग ऑन सो दैट इज कॉल्ड ए रैट रेस तो रैट रेस इज ए वे ऑफ लाइफ इन व्हिच पीपल कम्पीट विथ ईच अदर फॉर मनी एंड पावर सपोज आज मनकर 5टा माने पोस्ट अछि आपण 20 जन लोक आछंती इंटरव्यू देबा पई तो आपण को भीतर रैट रेस होउची के पाई परिबो तो दैट इज ए कंपटीशन धरंतु आपण को जगह रे 5टा दुकान अछि 5टा माने आपण को एरिया रे 5टा दुकान अछि बिग स्टॉल माने लुगा दुकान अछि जो क्लॉथ स्टोर अछि तो देयर इज ए रैट रेस अमंग देमसेल्व्स तांका भीतर कंपटीशन होउची धरंतु आपण जन प्रतिनिधि आपण चाहुचंती जे मु केमती मंत्री हे जिवि से भी चाहूँ से किंतु मंत्री हे जिवो सो देयर इज ए रैट रेस so rat race means it is a competition rat race means it is a kind of competition in the modern society people always want for money or power duita pai ame kamor lagi than obviously I am working for money or I am working for power okay so whenever we are trying for any of the things we say it is a rat race I have decided to get out of rat race and go to my village धरंतु मु गोटे जगह रे अछि जॉब करूची मते भल लागिलानी मते जति प्रमोशन मिलिया कथा मिललानी तो मु कम्पीट करि पारुनी I can say it's better I have to opt out of the rat race and go to my village I can settle and peacefully I can live my life there I don't need the rat race okay so rat race that's why most people whenever they can sustain in the rat race either they quit the job sometimes आपण देखिबे आपण को जो जॉब टा मिलिया कथा मिलुनी बा जदी मिलुची कंपटीशन एथरा बहुत होउची आपण को प्रमोशन देबा कथा आपण कलीग प्रमोशन पाई जाउची So that is something called a rat race. People are mad to get position, to get power, to get money, everything. So that is something called a rat race. You can find out rat race is happening everywhere, everywhere. Upon the kote rat race only. You have business, rat race there. You are in organization, rat race there. You are trying to open up a company, there is a rat race. Suppose you have in a restaurant business, rat race. Suppose upon family में competition होची मध्य भाई भाई भीतर competition, there is a rat race. Who has more money, who has more power, like that, right? So that is something called a rat race. So it is a competition. It is a kind of competition and it's an idiom. Okay. Now it is called glass ceiling. So what is glass ceiling? A point. It is a point after which it cannot go further in improving your position at work. देखो धरतु आपण गोटे कंपनी जॉब कर you are going for a company and आपण जॉब कर चलछंती आपण तले जॉब करूछंती what exactly happens there? Suppose आपण जॉब कर चलछंती तो आपण एई वर्ष गोटे प्रमोशन पाइले द्वितीय वर्ष प्रमोशन पाइले आपण वर्तमान 9टा प्रमोशन पाइले देखिबे 10टा प्रमोशन आपन मिलिबनी तो आपण देखिबे बहुत चेष्टा कले आउ आपण को पाइलेनी तो आपण कहबे नाही छाड़ देबी बहुत भलो काम करछि मते काई प्रमोशन मिलनी. So that is called a glass ceiling. Hit the glass ceiling. Look, I need to resign from this company because I have hit a glass ceiling here. तो मुझे glass ceiling को hit करछि माने मोर आ परे आ प्रमोशन नाही. So thus like eating, it's just like hitting the glass ceiling. So this is called idiom. देखो glass माने कोन आपण जानिछंती, ceiling माने कोन जानिछंती, ceiling fan आपनकर अछि जानि ceiling. Okay, तो glass ceiling माने ता entirely different, ता meaning ता होछि different. ता meaning ता हला कोन, it's a point after which you are not getting promotion. आपण दी तीनटा promotion पाइले, after that आउ promotion पाउ नाहंती बा आपण को promotion करे दिया जाउनी तो आपण भाबिले मते एठे promotion हबनी. You can say like no, I have hit a glass ceiling here, so better I can resign and go to a different place. Okay. And the 10th one, something called push to the wall. अच्छा, for example आपण एटा देखंतु एटा गोटे बढ़िया idiom सिटे गोटे धरंतु मु आपण को गोटे लाइक प्रतीक बाबू मो सांग बा जय सर मो सांग मु कोन करबी जय सर को मु तांग गोटे पुश करबी माने ठेलीबी ठेली कि तांग गोटे माने गोटे यू नो वॉल को नै जीवी तापर आ सर पड़ जाई परबी you will be stationed there. धरंतु देखंतु मो पछबटे व्हाइट बोर्ड अछि आ मो वर्तमान पछौ ठेली कि जति जीवा कथा आ मु जाई परबिनी प्रथम मु एठी थिली एवं पछौ गली बस आफ्टर दैट आई कैन नॉट गो. So this is something called push to the wall. Push to the wall माने आपण एम्ति गोटे पोजीशन रे अछंती जोटे कि आपण किछि करि परिबेनी आपण को लाइफ रे एम्ति बहुत सिचुएशन आ आपण किछि करि परनांती you are helpless because somebody has put you in. For example आपण को माने कर कंपनी रो बाहर कर दिया गला आपण पाखरे खाइबे पई नाही एम्ति डेस्परेट सिचुएशन आपण को लाइफ रे केबे केबे आसुची आपण चेष्टा कले मध्ये सेथुर बाहरी परनांती. So you can say I'm sorry, I have been pushed to the wall. Pushed to the wall means you are forced into a desperate situation. Desperate situation means a very awkward decision, I mean position for you. माने आपण किछि करि परिबेनी where one's options are limited. आपण को जो ऑप्शन किछि नथिबो, very limited option थिबो. आपण किछि चाहिले मध्ये करि पर नथिबे. सपोज मो एक्सीडेंट हे जाई मु चाहूची गाड़ी चले पे मु चलै परिबी मु का को डाकुची मो कथा के सुनु नाती. So I can say I have been pushed to the wall. Everything lost. आपण देखुथिबे like you know जो माने जमा करी like you know suppose आपण गोटे like yesterday I was reading a story of a book like जने टीचर जने 35 years रो तांकर गोटे 35 or 20 lakhs थिला जोटा कि साइबर लुटेरल लुटि नै छथि. The entire 35 years earning gone for a toss. जने नेक पळेला साइबर लुटेरा आपण जानथंती आपण फोन पे को कॉल आछिबो मु फोन पे रे कहूची ए कहूची lot of things happens like this. So that is something called you can say that you have been pushed to the wall. Okay, I cannot do anything, they pushed me to the wall. Or you can say I have been pushed to the wall, I'm sorry, I cannot do anything. So this is something called idiom. Okay, idiom, I have already given you some idioms. We have 10 idioms we have learned today. One is called a question number, means a very easy job. At the top of the ladder, whenever you stand somewhere else and this is your top of the ladder. Something called track record, your past performance. आमे कोने से लोकर ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड भलो न ता माने कोन तार जो पास्ट आज से गोटे अपराधी थाई पारे आमे कहउछंती मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम यू आर यूजिंग दिस ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड इज नॉट गुड. आपण जेतल कोनसी गोटे आपन झियो हो भाईकर हो बा सिस्टर को हो मैरिज करिया पे चाहउछंती आपण ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड देखुछंती राइट सो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड माने पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस से पूर्वरु कोन करथिला suppose if you ask me what is your track record sir yes I worked with 15 long years in different companies all things are you can check it out oh sir your track record is very excellent so this is called track record past performance whether you are a businessman you are anything that is called past record okay and something called do a rowing trade whenever you are trying to sell a lot of things within a short span of time that is something called a rowing trade doing a rowing trade go bust you become bankrupt आपण बिजनेस बंद करिया पे बाध्य होले आपण देखिते कोविड समय लॉट ऑफ बिजनेस went bust because there is no customer people keep themselves in the because people are not allowed to come out and when the business will run only those who are into online business they go otherwise other went bust okay and something called shut up shop means whenever you don't want to run the business you feel that I cannot run the business it is not my cup of tea then you can simply go something called rat race what is rat race it is something called a way of life it is a kind of competition it is a kind of competition glass selling it is a point where you cannot get further promotion okay and the last one is something called push to the wall you have been put in a difficult situation where you cannot do anything this happens in your life too also so this is all about the class for today right now you have any doubt I am ready to take your question